Okay, let's go over the last two examples on the supplementary notes for Virtual Module 1.1. We have one example where we're going to talk about the triple angle formula for cosine, and then we have another one where we're going to be using the half angle formula. So I've gone ahead and written the formulas in ahead of time that we're going to use, but I did want to say one thing about this one here. So the cosine of 2x, that's the one that has three different options. And since we're asked to write our final answer, it says to write the cosine of 3x in terms of cosine x. So everything has to be written as cosine of x, or cosine of x squared, or cosine of x cubed, or something like that. So this is fair game, but it's better to use a formula that only has cosine in it, because then we're going to have to do more work. It just if we use one of the other formulas. Then I also have the angle addition formula in here, and I also have the Pythagorean identity formula in here. So let's begin. When solving a problem like this, so we want to write the cosine of 3x in terms of the cosine of x. Well, we only have a double angle formula. We don't actually have a triple angle formula. So I can rewrite that, though, as the cosine of 2x plus x, since 2x plus x is 3x. And now, using the angle addition formula, actually I'm going to go to the new line, I get that the cosine of 2x plus x is equal to the cosine of 2x times the cosine of x plus, minus the sine of 2x times the sine of x. All right, now we've got cosine of 2x written in here. We got to get rid of that. And we also have sine, stuff in terms of sine. So we're going to have to take everything and write it in terms of cosine. And oops, I completely forgot to put this one formula on there. Since we have the sine of 2x, we're going to need that formula, which is 2 sine x cosine x. So let's replace a couple of these expressions. I'm going to replace this one and this one, and then we'll talk about the sine x in the next step. We'll just do two at a time here. All right, so remember, I'm going to replace the cosine of 2x with this expression up here, 2 times cosine squared x minus 1. So 2 times the cosine squared x minus 1, that being multiplied times the cosine of x, minus, now I'm going to replace the sine of 2x with 2 times the sine of x times the cosine of x, and then that's times the sine of x again. So notice we actually have the sine squared of x. And using the Pythagorean identity, we can say that sine squared of x is equal to 1 minus the cosine squared of x. And so I get, while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and distribute this in. So I get 2 times the cosine cubed of x minus the cosine of x, and then minus 2 times the cosine of x, and now I'm going to replace my sine squared of x. Remember, I'm letting this and this come to combine to give me sine squared x. So I'm going to replace that with 1 minus the cosine squared of x. And now all I need to do is simplify, because everything is now written in terms of cosine. And so when I simplify, I get 2 times the cosine cubed x minus the cosine of x, and then minus, distributing this in, 2 times the cosine of x, and then I have a minus times a minus gives me a positive, so plus 2, and then I have cosine times cosine squared, so that's the cosine cubed of x. And then I can combine my cubes, it looks like, so I get 4 times the cosine cubed of x, and cosine x, negative cosine x minus 2 cosine x is minus 3 times the cosine of x. So there's our final answer of the cosine of 3x written in terms of just cosine. All right, moving on to the next example. using the half angle formula for sine, because we're asked to find the sine of 22.5. So I wrote the formula here for us. So what is 22 half of? So if I take 22.5, that's the same as taking 45 and dividing it by 2. So 22.5 times 2 is 45. So what that means is if I let my u equal 45, then I can place it here as well. And I get that the sine of 45 degrees over 2 is equal to the square root of 1 minus the cosine of 45 degrees over 2. Now remember, we have to find the exact value. That's why we can't just plug this into our calculator. And we also need to find the exact value using this cosine of 45, which we know the answer to cosine of 45. So that's equal to the square root of 1 minus, remember the cosine of 45 degrees is the square root of 2 over 2. And that over 2. And then we just need to simplify. So I'm going to get a common denominator, or I'm going to combine fractions in my numerator here. So 1 is just 2 over 2. So it gives me 2 minus the square root of 2 over 2. And then I'm going to be dividing by 2 or multiplying by a half, which then gives me 2 minus the square root of 2. Oops. I'll divide it by 4, and if I take the square root of that, I get over 2. I make sure my radical is above the fraction sign. And you can't really go any further than that. Oops. So here is my final answer, and I hope that helps. Good luck on the practice.